Chapter 12. When he controls his anger because of you. Crime is crime, and every criminal have to get punishment. And we are announcing Jeon as a. His words cut off when someone burst inside, taking everyone's attention. A slight smirk appeared on your lips when you saw him. I'm sorry, Your Honor, to enter inside like that. He come towards you, but it's important to expose someone before you announce your decision. He come and bow little in front of judges to apologize. Who are you? Judge asked in confusion. I am secret agent of Mrs. Kim's case, he said, and everyone's eyes goes wider in response. Taeyang also got shocked. Secret agent of Mrs. Kim's case? Just asked in confusion because they are not gathered here for Mrs. Kim's case. Then what's going on here? I want to clear everything. I am Kim Namjoon. Agent name RM. RM turned to face you and signaled something. Then victorious smile appeared on your lip. Then you stand up slowly while fixing your coat. Everyone is so confused. Then you signaled Jungkook to move, so he nodded with a smirk and headed out the courtroom. What's going on here? Mind to tell us, Mrs. Kim Yen? You stand in front of judge and said, First of all, I'm sorry for that, Your Honor, but it's important to expose everything before you decide something that will give a lifetime trauma to others. You said professionally, I just want to give me a chance to make a clear picture for you that will help you to give him justice. Pointed towards Jim. There is something left to clear? Just asked in confusion. We even didn't discuss the key destruction point yet. I want you to allow me to call the real villain of this story. You said to judge and he nodded. Then door click sound echoed in room and everyone turned to look who is the real villain. Soon Jungkook and Namjoon dragged three men inside the courtroom and they are just looking down so their faces are not visible for anyone. But soon they pass from Taeyang's side. All the bad memories related to his past start running in his mind, making his eyes red due to anger. He twisted his hand and shouted, How dare you all! You turn around and found him fuming in anger. You immediately understand that Taeyang recognized them, but your eyes goes wider when he rushed toward the man to beat them. You quickly block his way and stand in front of him. He is just staring them angrily. How dare you all to touch her? He yelled in front of everyone and about to push you aside, but you hold his wrist and start dragging him out without saying anything to anyone, but he is just struggling to remove your wrist without hurting you. Then successfully he removed your hold and again turned to push them, but Namjoon catch him from his back, but he is still struggling. Leave me! We try to let him free grip, but Namjoon is trying hard to control him. You raped her! he said while struggling in Namjoon's grip. But you rushed to him and helped Namjoon to take him out the courtroom. Your Honor, we need 5 minutes, please. He got panic attack to saw his mother's rapist and murderers. We are holding this case here, just pause for 10 minutes. Judges slowly stand up and everyone also follow them and bow little. Soon judges left the room, then everyone rushed out the room towards you. You are dragging him far away from the courtroom, but he yanked your hand and started shouting on you. Did you lost your mind, Ryan? You turn to face him completely, who is just fuming in anger. Anger of revenge is making him out of control. Calm down, V. You said softly and tried to reach near him, but he stepped back. Why you drag me out, huh? I want to kill them by my bare hand. He yelled and turned around to go back the courtroom. But you immediately run and back hug him, stopping him on his way. You wait so long. You control yourself till now. Please control yourself for some more minutes, you said, but he is trying to remove your arms around his torso. Leave me, Ryan. Don't force me to hurt you, he said while trying to free himself from your grip. But you shook your head on his back and hugged him more tightly. I know you are angry. I know you want your revenge. But please, it will create problem for you. Please calm down, you said softly. I don't care. He is still struggling. And about Jin? You said he is also going to leave me. He is trying to unwrapping your hand, but you said something that halted his movements. For me? You don't care about me? You asked to him, but his movement stopped and he didn't reply or nor struggle. You slowly broke the hug and turned him around to face you. He is staring you blankly without uttering a word. You don't? You asked again, but he shook his head. I do, he said without any hesitation. You smiled and cupped his cheek. I know you do. You slowly leaned in and kissed his forehead to calming him down. Ryan, don't stop me like that. Just let me kill them, he said, but you smiled while kissing his forehead and leaned back. You said you care for me, but what will happen when you kill them? You will kill them, then law will punish you, and we will part it away, you said while staring his eyes, who is also staring you deeply. They killed my Eoma, Ryan, he said while gritting his teeth, but his vision became blurry because of tears. They will get punishment for their sin. But for that, you have to be strong and you have to control your emotions. You can't punish them by your own, because in the last, you will get hurt. That I really don't want. You smiled, but your hand is still cupping his cheek. He rested his face in your hand and closed his eyes to let his tears fall. I am not going to say that I can understand how you are feeling. You leaned and attached his foreheads with yours. We slowly placed his both hands on your waist. I will never say that I can understand your situation, because I never could. Even if I will try to feel your pain, even if I will try to understand your situation, I even can't feel 10% of it, because I didn't pass through peace, but you did. He is silently listening you while resting his forehead on yours. But I will say that whatever you are feeling, I want to share. I want you to give me your 50% pain right now, so that I will comfort you in the same way, you said with soft and calm tone, and we pulled you closer to him by your waist. I don't want you to feel the pain, Ryan. He leaned back and you look at his face. He is crying silently. I don't want you to pass through the same situation because that will break me more. We said while staring you with so much hope that you understand. I know you never want that. You wiped his tears with thumb and kissed his lips corner. Can you give me permission to throw your pain far away from you? You asked, but he didn't reply, instead of just staring you. You passed through and bear so much pain. Now it's enough. From today, everything will be alright. I am not saying that I will bring your mom back, but I promise I will make her smile from there. You look up the sky and he also look up. She is watching us, V. She wants justice, not revenge. You said and look back to him, who is staring the sky while crying. Then you slowly hug him and he starts sobbing slowly. Just give the last chance to your Vayan, you said, and he slowly hugged you back. You smiled on his chest because you understand that he allows you to do whatever you want. On the other hand, Mr. Kim, Jungkook, Jimin, and Suga, looking both of you from far distance with weak smile. Dad, he need Vayan. She is the only person who can heal his wound. She is the only person who can console him, who can control his all emotions. She is your medicine, Taeyang. You were right, Jin. She is the only one who can heal him. That night, they not just hurt her, they tore her apart. They just not raped her, they killed her. They just not only killed one person, but they killed two more souls. You said, turn around to see Taeyang, who is staring those boys with rage. His all body muscles are tensed and veins are popped out, showing his anger that he is controlling right now. They disturbed her sons. They both are suffering because of them. You shout on boys because they are responsible to break this happily living family. It's true that Jin chose the wrong way to punish those boys, but it's also true that those boys need to be treated like that way, because only in that condition they will feel the same pain like their victim's girl. I really don't know what to say more, but I just want you to don't hurt them more. They already suffered a lot, but that doesn't mean I am saying to release Jin from this case. But I am saying to give them, pointed toward the rapist men, the worst punishment, so that we can create an example for others. And each boy can understand that what will happen if they try to snatch someone's dignity. You said and wiped your alone tear, then bow little. You turn around and move toward V, who is just sitting emotionlessly. You slowly move toward him and about to sit beside him, but Judge stop you. You are supposed to be sit on your seat, Mrs. Kim Yen, Judge ordered. But you smiled slowly. I accomplish my responsibility as a lawyer. You remove your coat and placed on your side bench. We look up to you. Now I want to complete my responsibility as a wife, you said and gave a warm smile to V with tears, whose heart shivered by your words. All judges smile to see your care for him and allow you to sit. You bow them and sit beside V, who is staring you without saying any word. Then you look down and found his fisted hand. So you open his fist and intervene your finger with him and start caressing his hand with your other hand. Vayan, he called you softly. You hummed in response. I want to cry now. He asked your permission to cry. You smiled and mouthed him. Not now. Please, wait a little. We really feel sad for Kim's family. who passed through these. It's true that we were failed to give them justice, and everyone are responsible for that. But now it's time to do everything right. So in last, we come to the decision that these boys are not just rapists, they are murderers. They murder a pure soul that night. So this court announcing them as a murderer. This court is giving orders to hang them in the middle of Seoul, so that in future, if anyone could think about harassing any girl, they will must think 10 times before. You smiled and looked toward me. Tears are brimming from his eyes, but this time these tears are not for sadness. Cop came and started dragging the boys. They are struggling and shouting to apologize, but no one gave them any fuck on their pleadings. And about Mr. Kim Seok-jin, it's true he selected the wrong way to punish them, but still he saved girl to being raped. We can't let this positive point behind. So this court giving orders to Mr. Kim Seok-jin to serve himself for more 2 years in military service of South Korea, so that he will be served total 4 years in military service while getting his treatment. The court is adjourned. Judge banged the hammer on table and stand up to leave the courtroom. Soon they left the courtroom. Jimin jumped on his place. Mr. Kim stand up and Jin ran to him and hug him. Jungkook turned to you and gave you thumbs up. You nodded with a wide smile. You turned to see V, who is already staring you with his tear-filled eyes. You placed your hand on his cheek and said, "You want to cry?" You asked with a smile. He hugged you immediately. You know he wants to release everything out now. So you caressed his hair and he tightened his hug around you. Relax, everything is fine now. Your mother got peace. You said softly and he nodded his head on your shoulder when silently crying. You are caressing his back lovingly. Your head started paining little, but you ignored and focused on him. Then he broke the hug and cupped your cheek immediately. You smiled and he also gave you a warm smile. "We are lucky to have you," he said while staring your eyes with love. "Actually you are," you said and earned his giggle. Then Jin and Mr. Kim come towards you and pet your head. You look up to Mr. Kim. "Thanks, Ryan." You stand up and we also do the same. "I don't have word to say thanks to you and Jungkook." We turned to Jungkook and mouthed him, "Sorry for everything." Jungkook winked to him and we smiled to him. "Thanks, sister-in-law." You turn and face Jin, who is bowing to you little. "What's that all?" you asked with chuckled. "From today, I will respect you. I will never fight with you." You giggled little. "And why is that so?" Jin come to you. "Did not you see your face expression when you shout on those boys?" "Oh Mo, I must say Taeyang, your wife is dangerous," Jin said dramatically, but we gave him a glare that ignored by Jin. "Jokes apart, but I sincerely want to thank you." "You don't need to, because you are sincerely saved those girls, and this is not a simple thing that law could be neglect," you said with a smile. "I am not thanking you to save me. I am thanking you to search those boys," Jin said with weak smile, and you gave him a warm smile. Then Jimin shouted, "Wait a minute!" Everyone turned to face him. "Everything is sorted out except one thing," Jimin said while glaring you. "Mind to tell me who is that guy?" Jimin asked while pointing toward Namjoon. Then you smirked and questioned back. "Mind to tell me who is that guy?" Pointed toward Suga. "Secret Agent Suga, my most trusted person and elder Taehyung," he said with confidence. "Secret Agent RM, my most trusted person and elder brother," you start replying. "But you didn't told me about him," he asked irritatingly. And you also did not? You said while teasing him. But he always the one who gave us the secret information of kidnapping cases. And he gave me assurance of your information. You said and crossed your arm over your chest. What? You are doubting my information? Pointed towards Sugar. Then you shook your head and go closer to him. How can I doubt him? Pointed towards Sugar. And in the meantime, how can I trust you blindly? Everyone start laughing by your words and you smirk to Jimin. Yeah, that's not fair. I always help you and you are... Jimin stomped his feet and you laughed out loud. Oh, my shorty, you pinched his cheek, leaving someone jealous. You are looking so cute with irritation. But don't worry, I'm joking. He's Namjoon, who helped me in Mrs. Kim's case. And on the other hand, he always gave me your and Sugar information. You already know about me? Sugar asked with his touched eyebrows. From that time when you first met with Jimin in restaurant till you agreed to be actor. Namjoon smirked and you also do the same. Wyan know everything about your plan. Because I know that you will never gonna be allow me to be victim, so I decided that way. You shrug off your shoulder. We intentionally blocked Sugar's way that night so that everything went smoothly without any problem. But my Mochi is so innocent. To think his Wyan fool, you said while pinching his both cheeks. Your cheeks are so soft. I like to squeeze it more. You about to squeeze his cheek again, but someone hold your wrist. You turn toward the honor. Stop squeezing him, Mrs. Kim, we said demandingly, and you face palm yourself in mind. Shit! How you forgot Wyan? We is here. We have something to sort out, Mrs. Kim. He quickly picked you up in bridal style, making you shocked. What are you doing? You said with low audible voice for everyone. I don't do anything yet, Mrs. Kim, and I know you will not like if I do something here in front of your father and brother-in-law. You shut your mouth and gulped down your saliva when he kissed your earlobe and whispered, I saw you like squeezing. Then let me give you something more squeezable, Mrs. Kim. You are looking at him all shocked and red. He smirked and started taking you out the court while carrying you in bridal style. Time skip. Middle of the night. You woke up in the late night because you are thirsty. You were about to sit on bed but feel something heavy on your chest. Then you looked down and found him slipping on your chest while hugging you like koala. You giggle little when his words come in your mind. I saw you like squeezing. Then let me give you something more squeezable, Mrs. Kim. I glad that you fall asleep early, or else I don't know how I could stop you, you mumbled while combing his hair. Then you feel sudden urge to drink water, so you slowly remove his head from your chest and hand from your vest. He is snuggling in pillow. Wyan, where are you going? You turned and saw him blubbering in sleep. You smiled and kissed his forehead slowly, then mumbled, I am coming, Winter Bear. I am not going far away. You mumbled. You better be, he said in his sleeping tone. But you got amused that he can even understand you in his sleep. 1 hour later. Taeyang changed his position and his hand fell on empty space beside him. So he opened his eyes when he saw empty space. He slowly yawned and called you. Muffin? But no response. He slowly scratched his hand and sat on bed. while rubbing his eyes for better vision. He looked around, but you are not in room. Then he climbed off from the bed to check you. He checked the corridor, then come to the living room. But still you are not here. Then he slowly moved toward the kitchen. And soon he entered inside the kitchen. His eyes goes wide by seeing the view in front of him. Vian! He called your name loudly. When he saw you unconsciously lying on floor and your hand is bleeding because of broken water jug, he quickly rushed to you and picked your body in his embrace. Vian! He slowly tapped your face, but no use. Vian! What happened? He is trying to wake you up and got worried when you didn't reply nor open your eyes. He quickly leaned down to your chest to hear your heartbeat and also checked your pulse rate. Vian, open your eyes. He again tapped your face because your heart is beating slowly, but you are not replying him. Taeyang! Jungkook! Jimin, please come here! He starts shouting everyone's name, and soon the whole mansion lights up, and everyone rush inside the kitchen. They become shocked to see your fainted body in Taehyung's embrace. Taeyang? He called Taeyang, then his eyes met with Taeyang's teary eyes. She is not responding, he said with cracked voice, and Jimin understand what actually happened to you. Relax, Taeyang. Jimin come towards you because he know that now no one could stop the reality to come out. Then he thought to divert the Taeyang's attention because you don't want to expose your disease in front of him. Let me carry her. But his steps halt when Taeyang yelled on him. Are you crazy? Just call the ambulance!